Yesterday on the show, we saw what my hot mess of a March Madness bracket looked like. But today, we're going to take a look at someone's bracket that probably will do much better than I will. Krystal Pino from 106.3 The Groove tells us who I'm talking about.
So Donald Trump didn't want to do a bracket this year. He said it right off the bat. He's not going to do one. Of course, everybody was like, well, we know Barack is.
Oh, yeah.
And he did. He has created his March Madness bracket, and I love it because his Final Four, you ready for this?
Yep.
He's got Duke and Arizona, North Carolina and Kansas. That's the Final Four. And his championship game is North Carolina beating Duke for the title.
Look at Barack giving Arizona some love.
I love it. I love that he got into the Final Four. Wish he would have put him in the championship game. Unfortunately, he did not.
I'll take the Final Four. I'll take the Final Four from him. His bracket usually does pretty well.
Yeah.
Now, I had to ask you to do your bracket because I wanted to see how you and Brock matched up. What does your bracket look like?
All right, POTUS, sorry, my friend, but I've got Arizona in the Final Four as well. However, I have them beating Kentucky in the championship game. So yes, bear down Arizona. I have them winning it all, the championship. And isn't it the championships in Glendale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really crazy. Krystal, you had not seen my bracket prior to this.
No.
But my bracket, we are very close. Which I don't even know. Mine, look at, this is a hot mess. But I had Arizona coming down to Kentucky, Arizona taking out Kentucky.
Yeah.
What?
I think it's great. You know, I talked to Zach Clark much like you did
Yeah.
about the bracket, and him and I had similar upsets.
Yeah.
Some of his were obviously much more prepared and well thought out as mine. I'm like, I picked jersey color, and just let me text my husband and ask him what he thinks.
Well, because I had texted Southern going into the Elite Eight, and he was like, that would be the biggest upset in sports history if that ever happened. It could happen.
It could happen.
Let's get to some dancing.
Yeah, so Dancing with the Stars, we talk about it because you're doing Dancing with Our Stars. Mr. T has said that he has lost almost 12 pounds to date. But for him, that's not good enough. I pity the fool that loses weight because now he's saying that after he is done competing in Dancing with the Stars, he plans on putting all that back on. He said he's going to enjoy Chicago stuff pizza.
Yeah.
You know, got to pack on those pounds somehow, and why not do it with pizza? He said, I'm going to have to bulk up so I don't look so puny. I can't see him as puny.
No, but this is a high rate. He's losing some pounds. And really quick, Dancing with the Stars premieres on Monday. Leslie from The Groove will be here on Tuesday next week, and we're going to start a recap of that. So we'll see how skinny he gets before he gets kicked off.
If he wants to call us to enjoy some pizza, I pity the fool who doesn't invite me.
I pity the fool. We talked about this morning because, of course, you have 3 beautiful daughters. We were talking about a mall and how she's doing with her maternity situation.
Yeah, so anybody that's had children knows when you were pregnant, your first baby, you're like, oh, I want to wear the best and the most beautiful. By my 3rd child, I was like, honey, I'm wearing your sweats and a white t-shirt. Amal Clooney is taking the cue from the first part. She has spent over $206,000 on her maternity wardrobe. Apparently, she's purchased some Valentino coats, Versace gowns, cashmere coats, and Prada shoes. And when I thought of the Prada shoes, I thought of Kim Kardashian when she gained all her weight and her shoes were like exploding out of her designer, or her feet were exploding out of her designer shoes. I don't see them making them very comfortable because you gain a lot of water weight when you're pregnant.
Well, they want, style over comfort. I'm saying you better get pregnant again and use all this stuff again if you spent so much money. And this next couple that we're going to talk about, I said this morning, I don't know what I feel about this next story.
It's definitely different. We all are familiar with the conscious uncoupling. Gwyneth Paltrow, Chris Martin from Coldplay, they separated in a good way, if you will, setting a very good standard. Well, now supposedly she wants to marry her boyfriend Brad Falchuk, and Chris Martin is set to walk her down the aisle. Her dad passed away. And so the first person that she would go to, because she says they're best friends, was Chris, and he's accepted it is if this, I guess, marriage does happen. I told you this morning on The Groove, why not ask your son Moses?
Yeah.
He's a little bit older. That's a little bit more meaning and not as awkward. I don't see how that's going to work out. But again, conscious uncoupling. Maybe that's how you roll.
Well, and I said more power to them. If they can keep this kind of a relationship post divorce and, and be this, I guess I just don't get it. Awkward. awkward, I would call it, but whatevs.
Right. I don't get it either.
And I actually was just, I'm getting ready to do an interview for a show tomorrow, Bates Motel. Rihanna's going to be on one of those, but she's also going to be in something else.
Yeah, so she is actually set to star in a new musical drama called Annette. The plot of this entire movie, it's about a stand-up comedian who becomes a widower after the death of his opera singing wife. Amazon has picked this up already. Yeah. We don't know how big of a role that she's going to have in this, but we do know that she is set to make a big appearance in this.
Well, she's doing this. I just said she's going to be in an episode of the Bates Motel. Yeah. She's been in some other stuff. She's really getting into this acting thing.
Yeah, and she does well. The other movies that she's been in, it's not like she bombed.
No, she. I think this is going to be a new path for her. I mean, she'll still do the music, but yeah. Hit me really quick. What are you doing this weekend?
Okay, so we've got the old school prom going down at El Casino Ballroom, 21 and up. We call this a grown folks party. Basically, find your favorite old school prom outfit. I want to see Madonna styles, lots of ruffles, big hair. You can still submit your pictures, your old school prom pictures, 1063thegroove.com to win VIP. Again, it's Saturday, 7 to 11, El Casino Ballroom. You can get your tickets right now, $10.
$10. Who doesn't want to go back and do prom?
Ready.
Whoa, she's already ready. All right, you guys, you can catch more celebrity gossip on 1063 The Groove every weekday morning at 7:40 and at 9:20. And to stay connected any time of the day, follow Krystal. She's on Twitter and on Instagram.